Do you remember when I warned, of course, Prince William, His Royal Highness the Prince of Wales, not to get too involved with the current British Prime Minister? And this is simply because, of course, the Right Honourable Sir Keir Starmer is polling dreadfully. I mean, just forget the polls, right? We all know that clearly he is not right for the job. Can't deal with it, and just lie upon lie upon lie. Just keeps telling you that he's brought respect back to politics. People think he's terrific, and he's apparently going to be leading us all into the next general election. Maybe in his mind, of course, but maybe not in the minds of other people, including his former British Deputy Prime Minister, Angela Rayner. She, of course, of the new house in Hove in Sussex, seemingly wanting to move away from Ashton-under-Lyme so that she can secure a very safe seat in the advent of needing to move away to lose out to reform. Do keep up. You see, she sees her return back to the top job as imminent, right? Keir doesn't know what he's let loose in Flamehead Hanch. However, there's a bigger problem now for the monarchy, which I pointed out. As ever, let me explain. Morning, chums. Lovely to see you. Thank you so much for joining me on a wet and windy day here in the United Kingdom. I hope you're keeping well, whatever you're doing. Welcome back, one and all, and welcome brand new subscribers. Many people do not trust Keir Starmer. He literally has lied and lied and lied. And as I pointed out on a video recently, even he's now very much sort of, people that liked him, the reporters, the mainstream media that supported him, and now basically saying, look, you are the chaos, right? What people forget is the current government headed by Sir Keir Starmer, well, there were no fans, as I say, at all of the monarchy. In fact, he was very vocal and is on tape in basically saying he wanted to abolish the monarchy. Now, the problem that you have when you are the British Prime Minister, if you've said something like that, and equally for the royals, you are stuck with each other. Right? There's been many prime ministers throughout the centuries that have thought, no, we're not keen, but there's nothing really they can do because it's the public will. Now, the public have decided to vote in the prime minister. The monarchy is a totally different concept. And of course, he's not alone inside his current government. We have the culture secretary, Lisa Nandy, no fan at all. Apparently, she just felt that we would be better off with Meghan Markle and Prince Harry on the throne. She went on a national television programme to state that. Very quickly, though, creaming in all of the money from that lucrative job, oh, she got a mistake. She now likes King Charles. Double liars, two-faced people, right? Now, here's where this gets really interesting because, as you know, the ongoing scandal regarding the former royal known as the Duke of York, His Royal Highness Prince Andrew, simply now known, of course, as Andrew Mountbatten Windsor. Well, guess what? Keir Starmer's decided to stick the boot in again. He now believes it would be, well, yes, it would be good, in fact, if Andrew could help Congress with, say, inside looking into the Epstein files. And you think, oh, right, so suddenly now you've exploited Prince William for the earth shot and you've gone over there to Brazil to make sure that you look good next to him. And do not forget, of course, that without King Charles's letter at the start of the year inviting the President of the United States, he did not want to know literally Keir Starmer, right? It is the royal cachet. I'm not being sycophantic. I'm telling you exactly how this works. Keir Starmer knew by attaching himself to somebody popular like Prince William and, of course, Princess Catherine, well, then, it sort of rubs off. So why has he decided to do this? Well, it's quite simple, really. As I said, he's no fan of the monarchy, so that was another lie. But also, he's feeling the heat from this particular person. You see, this particular MP, Nick Brown, was removed through scandal, and that's as much as we know. But of course, apparently, according to Keir Starmer, he's bringing back respect, transparency, grown-ups in the room, people in charge, yet has never divulged the reason why one of his own party members, the Right Honourable MP Nick Brown, was yanked away so much. The trouble with Keir is he's not very bright, and this is very, very clear. People refer to him as a lawyer. He's not a lawyer, he's a human rights lawyer. There's a big, big difference in that. In the brain level, you get the picture. Now, where people are turning on Keir, even his own party are now saying, you've got to come clean because this is a stain now on the party. Nobody's been allowed to talk about it. The mainstream media do know the full inside story, but consequently, it's better for Keir to try and kick the monarchy. And now, whether you like Prince Andrew or Andrew Mountbatten Windsor or not, basically those are his decisions, he has to live with them. And what really is it to do with a failing Prime Minister on the world stage that clearly nobody truly gives a fig about? But the bottom line is, shift the blame, get the focus on somebody else who he thinks is more scandal-laden than him, and you won't realise what an incompetent job he and his government are currently doing. Maybe all would be forgiven though, Sir Keir Starmer, if you were more transparent about why you kicked Nick Brown out. You know, you're just not willing to share this with the people that apparently you're so open and honest and have brought respect back to. Now, over to you. Neil Sean, Kensington, London.